If you're wearing a mask, you might hate me. I am sorry in advance. Don't cover your mouth, cover your ears. I want to go home. I played a lot of sports growing up. My coaches tried to teach us life lessons. That was a mistake. Never giving up is a great attribute when a soccer game isn't going well, but it's a horrible attribute when a date isn't going well. Apparently girls think perseverance is creepy. That wasn't always obvious to me. When I was in middle school, I found out the girl I liked didn't like me back. Happens to the best of us. My first thought, though, was, no biggie, I just need to like her harder then. Thank God I went through that phase when I was 11 and not 17. I get the impression that not taking no for an answer loses any of its innocence once you have hair on your balls. I don't know, I guess I just thought girls were kind of like baseball tryouts. Just keep swinging until she feels bad enough to add you to the roster. I still don't understand girls today. One of my biggest problems now is I'm worried my girlfriend will leave me if I'm too nice to her. I blame this thinking on any girl who's ever told a guy he's so nice right before she breaks his heart. You know who you are. This insecurity bubbles up in the most moronic ways. The other night she was like, will you refill my water on your way back to the kitchen? I was just like, nah. She's like, Steven, what's wrong? Why are you being so mean? Like, I'm not being mean, I'm being attractive. All right, enough about my girl problems. The only thing I understand less than women is politics. Yeah. You said it, sister. No. Have you ever noticed that the same people who say there are 47 different genders also say there's only one acceptable political party? That's a little confusing, right? When did our dicks become more malleable than our minds? I thought there was a spectrum of political beliefs, but apparently it's binary. Yeah, you're either a Democrat or you're Hitler. Some of you laughed at that, so yeah, that does not happen in New York a lot. I will not try that joke in Brooklyn. I don't. That caught me off guard. Now I forgot what's next. I love my girlfriend. No. I remembered what I wanted to say, and I don't know if you're going to like it. Gender reassignment surgery is scary. No, I love the trans community, but it's just the permanence of the surgery that scares me. It's so final. If it makes you happier, great. But if it doesn't, what do you do then? If you think removing a dick is complicated, I dare you to try to reattach one. The trans community is very strong, but nobody is immune to buyer's remorse. I think this is why I never can respond correctly when someone tells me they're getting a sex change. I want to say congrats, I want to. But for some reason I just always say, oh my God, are you sure? I can't tell if you want an abortion joke or a race joke next. try to fit in a race one. We'll talk fast. Does everyone know what white fragility is? It's basically this idea that white people are uncomfortable talking about racial injustice. I don't like when people accuse me of that. I'm not uncomfortable. You're just too comfortable. I'm uncomfortable with how comfortable you are. Right? Like, if you mention slavery enough times, at a certain point it stops being compassionate and starts to sound a little nostalgic. Like it kind of feels like you missed the good old days. I also think there might be something to less is more. Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat only once. Not every single day. Now, call me crazy, but I think she might know a little bit more about fighting racial injustice than a white millennial living in Brooklyn. I know that I figured out how to deal with people who accuse you of white fragility. The thing you have to do is you have to be more comfortable than them. So anytime I'm with someone like that, I immediately find the nearest black person and recite the Emancipation Proclamation. If you didn't laugh at that, it's because you don't remember what the Emancipation Proclamation is. All right, thanks guys.